Hello, everyone. My name is Irving Garcia, and today we're going to be talking about something very special, something that is across millennia, kings, scholars, and paupers alike have been in search for, and it is something so unattainable yet singular in its nature. Now, what I am talking about is a way to cheat death. Everything dies, right? We are born, we age, and if we're lucky, we die of old age. It is an undisputable fact, much like taxes, but a bit more absolute. Or is it? Well, my fellow mortal, what if I were to tell you that there exists an animal among us that can redefine how we look at the concept of life and death? That's right, this animal is effectively an immortal. No, it did not help Jack Sparrow in finding the Fountain of Youth or beat Thanos in gathering all the Infinity Stones. So, just what is this magical creature? Well, to meet it, we would have to travel to the ocean floor. And don't forget your magnifying glass, as it is tiny. To get the introductions out of the way, our customer is the Tropsis dorni, or better known as the immortal jellyfish. According to an article published by the American Museum of Natural History, fully grown Tropsis dorni is only about 4.5 millimeters, so it's about the size of your pinky nail. A bright red stomach is visible in the middle of its transparent bell, and the edges line up with about 90 tentacles, give or take. Now, it's pretty standard jellyfish up to this point, right? Well, what makes these guys extraordinary survivors is their response to physical damage or even starvation. Sensing distress, they are able to step back in the development process, transforming back to its youthful state, effectively earning it the namesake of the immortal jellyfish. Now, when I call this jellyfish an immortal, I am not referring to it as an omnipotent bearded guy in the sky who likes chucking lightning bolts at people. Not like that. They aren't invulnerable. The Dorhi can still very much be killed. However, the sands of time cannot touch it. The cellular mechanism behind this is a process known as transdifferentiation. Now, what is transdifferentiation? Well, it is a process where an adult cell specialized for a particular tissue can become an entirely different type of cell, effectively causing cell recycling. To better understand this process, let's take a look at our own aging process. As humans, one of the main types of aging we go through is called cellular aging. Now, according to an article published by Healthline uh, detailing cellular degeneration, cells are the basic building blocks of your body. Your cells are programmed to divide, multiply, and perform basic biological functions. However, it is due to this division that our cells begin to age. The older they get, the less able they are able to do what they're meant to be doing. This is what causes our like certain biological processes to fail, organs, hearts, brain death, and it's essentially what causes our natural death. Now, what would happen if our cells were able to renew themselves indefinitely and so efficiently that the aging process is essentially non existent? That would buy us a ticket to the Immortal Hall of Fame right next to these fascinating jellyfish. Speaking about the Immortal Hall of Fame, is our friend Tropsis Dorne all by its lonesome in its halls at the moment? Well, as it turns out, no. There are plenty of creatures out in this world that can be considered functionally immortal, for different reasons, of course. One example would be the aspen colony that is growing in Canada, the aspen tree. Now, it achieves immortality not by weathering time or by slowing its growth, but by cloning itself. A quaking aspen tree might appear to die, but is actually just one of the many trunks shared by a singular root system. This particular tree may have multiple trunks above the ground at once and continues to produce new ones as the old ones expire. That is a way it continues to live on, essentially forever. Another little known example is another tiny creature known as the Hydra. Now, the Hydra is a tiny bodied animal that does not age at all thanks to a protein called FOXO. Heck, even lobsters deserve a spot in this hall. I know you may be thinking, lobsters aren't immortal. Well, essentially, they are. Aging in most organisms is accompanied by the decay of telomeres. According to Ripley's Believe It or Not, telomeres simply protect the ends of DNA. As we age, however, these telomeres wear away, and eventually DNA loses its functionality, much like biological processes stopping to work. And, well, lobsters, on the other hand, have a compound that restores these telomeres. However, the fact that you don't really see or hear people talking about how lobsters are gonna outlive us all is that lobsters can die. Now, not because of age, but because of their exoskeletons becoming more and more dangerous as they age. As a result, most lobsters will die from exhaustion when molting from their old shells. And, well, that has been my 2 cents and dissertation about the concept of immortality, these fascinating creatures, and how it applies to our lives. Now, on that last part, it is my hope that we can be able to unlock the secrets of these immortal creatures. While the concept of immortality may be beyond us at the moment, these concepts can still be used to adapt and grow our own understanding of modern medicine, such as using the immortal jellyfish's biological structure to help us fight disorders at a cellular level, such as cancer. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure to be able to share this information with you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night.